ansiedad. My name is Gaba. I'm a photographer and a photo editor. I live in Brooklyn. I am from Louisville, Kentucky, and I was always really intimidated by photography. I didn't really care about photography as a kid, and I was really intimidated by the camera because before digital it was all film. It was always a complicated thing that my big brothers could do. When my dad had a camera, they would explain things like f-stop and shutter speed, and I didn't know what any of them meant. And we were never worthy of having our picture taken. It was always of something else, somewhere else, rarely people. However, my mom always would have a cheap camera and maybe a Polaroid camera, and anybody could use it. And I could make mistakes with it, and it was okay. Those are the most high-stakes pictures. Those are the people you grew up with, people you love, the people who aren't there anymore, the people who are doing things you didn't notice at the time, that kind of stuff. I moved to New York City because I just wanted to, and I got a job. I was really lucky. I got a job at the New York Times, but I was just answering the phones for people and making copies. And eventually I started making copies and answering the phones for the photo desk. I didn't go to school for photography. These people are like big in the field, and I was like, they're so good, I could never be that good. I would take photos, the cameras would always break. I was a little shy about taking photos. To be honest, it was when Instagram came out and I started taking pictures with the phone and posting on there. With Instagram, I started getting more interested. And then with the cameras, I was like old enough to buy my own cameras. If I broke it, it was on me. It wasn't like my brother's or my father's camera that I was breaking. I just started getting more into it. And then different cameras and what they did or what they didn't do. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, this is fun. I like this. And that's where I am today. That was like probably like 12 years ago. I've been doing it ever since. I moved away. I lived in London for 5 years. And I got into like film photography over there and a whole community of people. And then film's gotten really expensive now. So I still shoot film some, but I shoot digital a lot now. I found what I was doing with film was I was like, I need a really special moment to take a picture with film, and then I was just constantly waiting for special moments. Special moments were passing me by all the time because I didn't realize they were special until after they left. I was like, I want digital because I can make mistakes with digital, it's okay, and then I'll get back into film too. I don't want to just do one or the other. Well, right now, today, I shoot with a Ricoh GR2, and it's a little digital camera. As you can see, it's small, fits in my pocket. I take it everywhere. It's got a little flash built into it, which I like. I work at the Wall Street Journal. I'm a photo editor there. I work in Midtown. Usually when I shoot, it's during my lunch break. If I have to go there, I'm not going to be inside the building during lunch. So every day, I always tell everybody I'm going to lunch, and everybody knows what that means. That means I'm going to walk for an hour and take pictures of strangers. As weird as that sounds, that's what I do for an hour, and that's the reason I go to work. Midtown is great for that because there's people, and not just people, but there's lots of different types of people. You know, there's rich, poor, tall, short, people that work, tourists, everybody, they're all mashed up. I try to avoid interacting with subjects a lot because I'm trying to take a picture of somebody and they don't know, because a lot of times if you know that a picture's being taken of you, you pose, and I don't want a picture of the pose, I'd like a picture of the person, or I'm looking for something that's happening right now. And so if I say, oh, can you go do that again? It's like they can't do it again because it just happened that one time. Sometimes people don't like that. I like to avoid that if possible, but if they do say that, I try to let them say their piece and just walk on. I've had that in England, tried to apologize to the person and everything. Nothing I could say was going to be good enough, and they threatened to throw me off the London Bridge. I'll take a bunch of pictures. Let's say in an hour I'll take 100 photos for lunch. I go to work 3 days a week in the office. It's 300 for a week. Of those, let's say there's 10 that I like per 100. I'll mark the ones that I like. I'll bring it over to my computer, and then honestly, just in the iPhone, there's a little like auto enhance. That's often what I do to see if I like it or not, or to see it's like, oh, if I tweak something, it'll look good. I haven't taken it yet. I don't know what it is. It's a weird compulsion to go out there and take pictures. I have some that I like, and then in a week I won't like those. I'll like other ones more. I can't think of one that I've taken right now. It's like, oh, that's it. That's me doing it so well. I keep trying for it.
Two, yes. Yo, it's King Ghidra, combined with the forces of non-ether, blowing woofers and tweeters, shaking syllable meters. Disasters cataclysmic, mystic natural. It's about time we hit your